Hello lovely people, welcome back to the practice. Today's practice will be another energetic creative vinyasa flow. We will be using blocks in the practice, but if you don't have blocks, it's completely alright. You can do the entire vinyasa without any props. Take the practice at your own pace, listen to your body and how you're feeling during the practice. And whenever you're ready, I'll meet you on the mat. Please do consider subscribing to my channel. Your support will be extremely appreciated. Thank you so very much for all the love and all the wonderful comments that I've been getting on my previous videos. And whenever you're ready, I'll see you on the mat. We'll begin our practice today at the back end of the mat. And if you are using blocks in your practice, you can line it up at the front edge of the mat. Come to Tadasana. Your feet are hip distance apart and tuck your tailbone, engage your lower abs and close your eyes and take a deep breath. Next, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, coming on the ball mounts of your feet, swan dive and fold forward. Bring your palms down onto the mat and walk to the top of the mat, coming into your plank pose, and we'll be placing our palms on our blocks if you're using blocks. Take a deep inhale in your full plank. Next, bring your right knee into your chest, the left knee into your chest. We'll be doing 4 sets of mountain climbers, right and left. Be mindful about not sticking your butt up in the air. One more set. Walk back to your feet. Grab hold of your opposite elbows. Fold forward into your ragdoll fold. Sweep your arms all the way back up to Tadasana. Again, inhale, sweep up. Bring your arms alongside your ears, coming up on the ball mounts of your feet. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Halfway lift, palm the mat, walk into your plank. Bring your palms onto your blocks. Bring your right knee to your right elbow, switch sides. Left knee to your left elbow. 4 more sets of these. Every exhale, bring your knee to your elbow. Walk back to your feet. Grab hold of your opposite elbows and fold forward. Come all the way back up into your Tadasana. Inhale, come up on the ball mounts of your feet, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Halfway lift, palm the mat, walk into your plank pose. Bring your palms on top of your blocks. Bring your right foot on the outside of your right hand and take an easy twist. Back to center. Switch sides. Left foot on the outside of your left hand. Take an easy twist. Back to center. One more time on both sides. Twist onto your right. Back to center. Twist onto your left. Back to center and walk back to your ragdoll fold. Come all the way back up to Tadasana. Inhale, come up on the ball mounts of your feet, sweep your arms all the way up. Exhale, swan dive, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, walk to your plank pose, palms on your blocks. Bring your right knee down onto the mat, kickstand your foot and open up into your supported side plank. Your back foot is entirely on the mat and your weight is on the knife edge side of the foot. Come into your gate pose and take a lateral side body stretch onto your left side. Back to center, into your plank pose. Left knee down onto the mat. Bring your left shin into a kickstand. Open up onto the longest side of the mat, into your supported side plank. Come into your gate, side body stretch on your left side. Back to plank. One more time. Right knee down on the mat. Kickstand your leg. Open up into your supported side plank. This time bring your left foot off the mat and exhale, bend your left knee and left elbow. Take a crunch. Extend, crunch, extend. 2 more. Every exhale, take a crunch. Bring your right foot back down onto the mat and open up into your gate. Take a lateral side body stretch on your right side. Back to center, into your plank. Bring your left foot down on the mat. Kickstand. Open up into your supported side plank. Bring your left arm alongside your ears. Left leg up. Every exhale, bring your knee and elbow to touch and extend in your inhale. Take a crunch and extend. 3 more. One last one. Extend, bring your right foot back down onto the mat. Open up into your gate and take a lateral side body stretch on your left side. Back into your plank pose. Bring both knees down onto the mat and you can move your block onto one side. Palms are directly underneath your shoulders. Knees are directly underneath your hips. Tops of your feet are down on the mat. Take a few rounds of cat and cow. Drop your belly, open your chest. Round your back, shoulder blades move away from each other. Drop your belly, open your chest. Exhale, round your back, shoulders move away from each other. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, coming into your downward facing dog. Take a breath in your downward facing dog. For this next sequence, we'll need a block in front of our mat. We'll be transitioning through half moon, and if you do use a block in your half moon, have it handy. Back to your downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, coming into your 3-legged dog. Bring your right knee into your chest. Plant your right foot in between your palms, coming into your crescent lunge. Bring your left knee into your chest, 1-legged Tadasana, and step your left foot next to your right. Sink your hips all the way down, coming into your chair. Arms come alongside your ears. Bring your left elbow on the outside of your right knee. Take a twist in your chair. Back to center. Right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Take a twist. Back to center. Arms come back alongside your ears. One breath. Come all the way up into your Tadasana. Lift your right foot off the mat. Hinge from your hips and transition into a warrior 3. Back of your neck is long. Bring your block a few inches in front of your left foot. Stack your hips and open into your half moon. Slowly bring your right foot down onto the mat, coming into your warrior 2. Flip your left hand, reverse your warrior. You can bring your right hand behind your back towards your left thigh. Take a breath. Left palm comes on the inside of your left foot. Open into a side angle. Both palms come down onto the mat. Transition into a lizard lunge. You can stay here on your palms, or if you want to deepen your hip stretch, come down onto your forearms. Take a breath. Be mindful and keep the back of your neck long. Engage your core and your back leg is active. Bring your left knee down onto the mat. Right forearm comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bend your back leg. Grab hold of your left foot. Take a quad stretch. Work towards bringing your heel towards your butt. One breath in your quad stretch. Bring your back foot down on the mat. Come back up on your forearms and frame your front foot. Bring your arms alongside your ears into a low lunge. Extend your left leg, shift your hips back, flex your left foot, fold in half, coming into half splits. Keep your back long, don't round in your back, and the neck, keep your neck long, shoulders are moving away from your ears. If you want to stay here in half splits, you can do that, or if you have full splits in your practice, extend both your legs all the way out and sink into your full splits. One breath in your full splits. Everybody come back into half splits. Bring both your palms on the outside of your right hip and fold forward, taking a stretch in your hips. Move your palms to the outside of your left hip and fold forward. Bring your palms directly in front of your hips. Face the longest side of the mat. Cross your knees and they stack on one on top of each other. Coming into Gomukhasana legs. Bring both your sit bones down on the mat. Lengthen your spine. Extend your arms out in a T. Bring your right elbow underneath your left. Bring your arms in your eagle arms. Take a breath here. Next exhale, open your chest up towards the sky. Inhale, fold forward, stretching, opening your shoulders. One more time. Look to the sky and curl forward. Open your arms back out in a T, and you can either stay there or you can fold forward, deepening your stretch in your hips. Come back up. Bring your palms to the back of the mat and spin open into your wide-legged forward fold. Now you're facing the back edge of the mat. Adjust your stance, pull up on your kneecaps. You can work towards bringing your forearms down onto the ground, or you can hold on the outside of your ankles and take a forward fold. Keep the back of your neck long and the shoulders are moving away from each other. Legs are strong and active. Halfway lift. Spin your right foot to face the back edge of the mat, coming into your low lunge. Next breath, bring your left knee into your chest. Come all the way up into your one-legged Tadasana. Grab hold on the outside of your left foot with your right hand and take a twist. Come back to center and release into your Tadasana. We'll play with that sequence on the other side. If you used a block for your half moon transition, you can bring the block in front of your mat. Take a breath in your Tadasana. Next exhale, sink your hips coming into a chair. Bring your palms to your chest. right elbow on the outside of your left knee and twist. Back to center. Left elbow on the outside of your right knee and take a twist. Come back to center. Come all the way back up into your Tadasana. Arms come alongside your ears. Lift your left leg up, left foot off the mat. Hinge from your hips, transitioning into Warrior 3. Bring your blocks slightly in front of your foot. Stack your hips. Open up into half moon. Bend your front leg. Bring your back foot down onto the mat. Coming into Warrior 2. Flip your right palm. Reverse your warrior. Left hand can come behind your back towards your right thigh. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot, side angle. Take a deep breath. Both palms come down onto the mat. Open into your lizard lunge. You can either stay up on your palms or you can bring both your forearms down onto the mat. One breath, back leg is active. Bring your back knee down onto the mat. Left forearm comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Bend your back leg, grab hold of your foot and work towards bringing your heel towards your glute, taking a quad stretch. If your right toes turn outwards, make sure that your knee is tracking with your toes. Release your back foot, palm the mat, come back into your lizard lunge, frame your front foot and transition into a low lunge. One breath. Shift your hips back, extend your right leg, flex your right foot, fold forward, hinging from your hips into your half splits. You can either stay in your half splits or if you have full splits in your practice, sink your hips down, coming into your full splits. Ooh, today is one of those days when I'm not so tight in my right hamstring. Come back into your full splits. Come back into your half splits. Bring your palms on the outside of your left hip, fold forward, taking a side body stretch. Move your palms to the outside of your right hip, fold forward. Cross your knees so that they come in Gomukhasana legs. Bring your sit bones down onto the mat and lengthen your spine. Take a breath here. If your knees don't stack right on top of each other and if there is a gap, that's fine. Just don't push your knee down and keep your feet flexed so you're not hurting your knees. Bring your arms out into a T. Cross your arms, left elbow underneath your right, eagle arms. Open your chest up towards the sky. Next inhale, crunch down, opening your shoulders. Look towards the sky and curl forward. Come back to center. Open your arms out into a T. Either stay here or you can fold forward for a deeper hip stretch. Come all the way back up and spin towards the back of the mat, opening into your forward fold, wide-legged forward fold. Work towards bringing your forearms down on the mat for a deeper hip opener. Both your legs are active. Come all the way up, halfway up. Look, spin your left foot, so your toes are facing the front edge of the mat, coming into a low lunge. One breath here in low lunge. Next breath, bring your right knee into your chest, come all the way up, into your one-legged Tadasana. Grab hold on the outside of your right foot with your left hand and take a standing twist. Release back to center, Tadasana. Take a deep breath. Next, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Come on the ball mounds of your feet. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. Move your block if it's right in front of your face. Halfway lift. Place your palms down on the mat. Bend your knees. You can either step or hop back. If you're hopping back, land in your Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Come all the way back, downward facing dog. Look towards your palm. Bring both your knees down onto the mat, coming back into all fours. Make sure that your palms are directly underneath your shoulders and knees are directly underneath your hips. Kickstand your right leg. Your shin is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Extend your left and open up into your supported side plank. Bring your arms out into a T, coming into a gate, and take a side body stretch, extending your right hand over your ear. Bring your right palm down onto the mat, left hand extends towards the sky, take a twist. Thread your left hand underneath your right shoulder, extend your right shoulder, right hand for a deep shoulder opening and shoulder stretch. Bring both your palms down onto the mat and sit bones come down onto the mat. Right foot comes towards the left inner thigh. Both your sit bones are down on the mat. Bring your left elbow on the inside of your left knee. Extend your right hand alongside your ears, taking a lateral side body stretch. Make sure that your top shoulder is rotating open. Bring both palms down on the mat towards the front of your front edge side, and your left shin comes parallel to the short edge side of the mat, transitioning into a pigeon. Flex your right foot so you're protecting your knee. You can either stay up here or walk your hands all the way out, fold forward in your pigeon stretch. Work towards bringing your right hip down on the mat. Take a deep breath. Come all the way back up. You can stay here in your pigeon or bend your back leg. Grab hold of your back foot and work your foot to your elbow crease. Bring your right hand alongside your ears and bind your hands. Taking a variation of king pigeon. Release your back leg. Sweep your leg around. Stack your shins one on top of each other, coming into a fire log. Both your sit bones are down on the mat. Either stay here or walk your hands forward. Fold for a deeper hip opening. Come all the way back and spin your legs back into your all fours. And we'll take that flow on the other side. Kickstand your left leg. Shin comes parallel to the short edge of the mat. Extend your right. Open up into your supported side plank. Bring your arms out into a T. Left hand comes alongside your ears. Gate pose. Bring your left hand down on the mat. Right hand extends towards the sky. Take a twist. thread your right hand through, extend your left hand, bring your right shoulder down on the mat, deepening your shoulder opening. Both palms come down on the mat, bring your sit bones down, make sure that your left foot is in towards your right inner thigh. Bring your right elbow on the inside of your right knee and take a lateral side body stretch. Keep rotating your top shoulder out. Bring your palms to the mat. Left shin comes parallel to the short edge. Flex your left foot. Transition into a pigeon. Either stay up here or walk your hands forward to deepen your hip opening. Work towards bringing your right hip down on the mat this time. Take a deep breath. Either stay here, or if you want to play with a variation of king pigeon, you can bend your back leg, work your right foot to your right elbow crease, and left hand comes alongside your ears. Bind your hands and square your chest to the front edge of the mat. Release your back leg, sweep your leg around, stack your shins, coming into a fire log pose. Both your sit bones are on the mat the whole time. Either stay up here, flex both your foot, flex your feet to protect your knees, walk your hands forward and fold forward for a deeper hip opening. Come all the way back up and we'll end our practice with the back bend. Bring both your feet down on the mat and roll all the way down. You can take a bridge variation, or if you have a full wheel in your practice, you can play with that. Make sure that your heels are directly underneath your knees. Adjust your stance, weight is in your heels, lift your hips off the mat, coming into a bridge pose. Either stay here in your bridge, or if you want to play with wheel, bring both your palms on the outside of your ears. Take a deep breath, engage your core and push all the way up into your full wheel. Slowly come all the way down onto the mat. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side, releasing your lower back. Bring your legs out in a 90 degrees, so your knees are directly over your hips and your ankles are in line with your knees. Engage your core and bring your knees to the outside of your left hip. Both your shoulder blades are down on the mat. You are taking a supine twist, but we'll keep it active today. And engage your core. Exhale, bring it to the outside of your right hip. 3 more of these on each side. Exhale, bring it to the outside of your left hip. You're windshield wiping your legs, keeping your core active, and both your shoulder blades are on the mat the whole time. You're only with your core strength, you're moving your knees up and around your hips to the other side. One last on both sides. I lost count, but if you have your count, then make it even on both sides. Come back to the center, hug your knees again into your chest and we will end our practice today here in Shavasana. You can either stay here in Shavasana, or like our previous practice, you can bring your blocks out in a T and rest on top of that for a deeper chest opener. Please take this time for yourself. Don't rush through Shavasana or don't skip it. Close your eyes, consolidate your practice, come back to your breath. Just take a moment to be grateful towards your body for everything that it does for you. Stay here for as long as you need to. And whenever you are ready, you can open your eyes, turn on to one side, and slowly come to seated. I hope you had fun and enjoyed your practice today. Leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you next week on the mat. Please do consider subscribing to the channel. That will be the best way to support. Thank you so much.